Sanford TV and Existential Limited bring you the NFHS Game of the Week. Brought to you by First Bank, neighbors you can count on. And by Classic Nissan of Sanford.
The girls' triple jump title with a remarkable leap of 38 feet, 6 1/4 inches.
All right, welcome to Sanford, North Carolina, home of the Lee County Yellow Jackets. Big Carolina Pines 6A matchup tonight. This could be a de facto conference championship game. Formalities down on the field as some of these students are being recognized for their achievement throughout the year. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Tonight's NFHS Game of the Week. I'm Chris DeLambert on the call. Jerry Chalmers will be around shortly.
Now our reigning state champion, Whitehead, has her sights set on defending her title and repeating as the outdoor triple jump champion in the upcoming season. Emmanuel was coached by Coach Herring, Coach Lett, Coach Little, and Coach McKay, who at this time will now present her with her state championship ring.
That's a pretty impressive night, being recognized for achievements on the athletic field and also directed the national anthem with the band. That's a heck of a night. And the ring hits the turf.
Let's give Emmanuel and Jackie Nation coaches one more round of applause.
All right, great night for football here in Sanford. The sun is setting. The weather is pretty near perfect. Should be a clear night tonight. Little brisk, but fall is upon us. Union Pines, the Vikings come in from 15 minutes down the road. Well, 15 miles. Take you closer to about 25 minutes to get there from here. But the Vikings, newly found success over there, coming off a playoff appearance last year. They come in first place in the new Carolina Pines 6A conference. Lee County, not accustomed to looking up at the Vikings, have kind of been the big brother in this matchup throughout their history. Looking to get well. They dropped a conference game to South Johnston. They come in second place, 4-1. Looking up at Union Pines 5-0. Bottom line is, the winner of this ball game is in the catbird seat with 1 week left to be conference champions of this brand new conference. In the bigger scheme of things, both teams are going to make the playoffs. I don't think there's much doubt with that, given the new alignment. I think 48 of the 64 6A teams in the state are going to make it, but seeding is everything, and everybody wants that conference championship, and who wants to come in second? So Lee County, who has been inconsistent on offense, played pretty good defense. If they can avoid turnovers, they've got to like their chances tonight. Union Pines, they're a team that is not going to beat themselves. They're well coached. They don't make a lot of mistakes. You're not going to pull the same thing on them very many times. They react well. Coach Brian Till, in his second year at the helm of Union Pines, has done a tremendous job and really has this program on an upward trajectory. Steve Bordeaux in year 8 here at Lee County, a long way away from a state championship appearance 4 or 5 years ago. Lee County has consistently been good. This year, a lot of questions about the offense as they just can't seem to get untracked. They don't have the bell cow running back that they're accustomed to and have for the last really 15 years as a series of college-level backs have cycled through this program. They'll run it by committee, and assuming everyone's healthy, you'll see 3 different backs get good reps tonight. The key is going to be in the passing game to do enough to keep that Union Pines defense honest and not turn the ball over. The challenge on both sides of the ball will be for the offensive lines to keep their quarterbacks clean. I'm really looking forward. We penciled this game in a long time ago as one to look at. Harnett Central, we thought they would be here at the top of the conference. They've stubbed their toe a couple of times, 2-3. Lee County got them last week. Union Pines already beat them as well. So this is it. Lee County with just Southern Lee left on the schedule after this. And Union Pines with Western Harnett still to play. And no disrespect intended to any programs, but both of these schools would expect to win next year. Of course, Brick City Bowl, Lee County, Southern Lee, you never know what's going to happen. But this is the game. This is the night. And this is probably where the Carolina Pines 6A championship is decided. We're glad you're here hanging out with us. Can't think of any place I'd rather be. Thanks for tuning in.
On your feet, Jacket Nation. It's time
Here they
to
come.
hear the sting.
The Lee County Yellow Jackets. A lot of energy in the building tonight. Great crowd on hand. And across the way, Union Pines has traveled well, made the 15-mile trek from Cameron, North Carolina. I think both teams will be looking to get out to a good, quick start. Union Pines will kick it away in the road whites with that baby blue. Lee County with the home gold uniforms tonight.
Back to you for the Jackets, number 17, Javante Randall, number 88, MJ Saunders.
Both teams with athletes that can do damage in space. Special teams may play a big role tonight.
Picking off for Union Pines, number 70, Craig Trinnell.
Here we go. Whoa. There's a whistle. We'll back it up and do it again. Randall fielded that at about the 10-yard line. The officials weren't quite ready. So we've seen the breast cancer awareness gear throughout the season. I'm looking at the coaching staff. They're all rocking pink Lee County hats. I gotta get hands on one of those. Well, five-yard penalty on Lee County. I'm not sure what the signal was. Anyway. Big high spinning kick takes Randall back to the goal line. He'll bring it out. Nope, they're going to say he was in the end zone. So Tate Randall able to clear the goal line with it. Ball was dead and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Lee County have it 1st and 10. Smoke is almost cleared from the intros. Lee County offense led by senior Aiden Poole. Number 10, he'll sling it around quite a bit tonight. In the backfield, getting the start, B.J. Baldwin, who missed last week. He is back. And he'll get the start at tailback. Man in motion for Lee County. And there's another whistle. This is a sputtering start, to say the least.
Flag on the field. False start on the Jackets.
So Lee County with the first unforced error of the night. I think that'll be a thing to watch. Is the number of times these teams shoot themselves in the foot. Lee County not off to a great start. First and 15. Now their hand is to Baldwin. He's to the second level. And he'll have about 11 on the first down carry. Got sideways there for a little bit.
Tackle for the Vikings. By number 30, Drew Dougherty.
Lee County doesn't mind throwing the ball around, but they want to stay on schedule here. 2nd and 5. Poole hands to Baldwin again. Baldwin wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
DJ Baldwin on the carry.
No gain on the play. 3rd and about 4 coming up here.
Stacked up on the play for the Vikings by number 6, Dylan Benedict.
All right, 3rd and 4. Lee County throughout the year has had trouble with snaps, and it seemed to happen in the worst times. That one's a good one. Poole drops, delivers, caught, and that'll be a first down. Needed 4, got about 10, and that's a Lee County first down.
Number 3,
Lincoln Smith
covers the tackle and play for the Vikings by number 19, Tyson Davis.
on the reception.
Down, Jackets.
Lee County in their typical spread offense. And there's everybody moved besides the center. And that's going to be false starts on consecutive first downs for Lee County. Didn't do them any harm the first time around. Let's see if they can bounce back a second time. Poole surveys the defense, drops, looking out in the flat, and defender got there just about the same time as the ball did, looking for Destry Smith. Unable to hook up. 2nd and 15. On this Union Pines defense, keep your eyes open for number 5, Hayne Tobias. He's a difference maker who's likely to play at the next level. There's a 2nd down carry. Baldwin into the 2nd level. Delivers a big blow at the end of the run. He'll have 9 and sets up 3rd and 6.
Out to the 40-yard line, tackle for Union Pines for number 30, Drew Dougherty. 3rd down and 6 for the Jackets.
And there's another false start. So 3rd and 11 now, probably changes the play call. Coach Steve Bordeaux, head coach, also calls the offense, calls the defense as well. Man in motion, Poole drops, looking down the seam, now swings it out late to the right. Got work to do, and good open field tackle there as he had Baldwin, and the defense able to come up big. Jonathan Nell on the stop.
Stop for the Vikings by number 1, Jonah Fennell.
And quickly, Lee County brings the punt team out, dropped. And we talked about unforced errors. The snap was good. The punter just lost control of it. He's going to be dropped back at the 20, loss of 15 on the play. And Lee County with the first big error of the night, and Union Pines has a short field.
They'll have it 1st and 10. On their own 24-yard line.
The timing on there was all disrupted. Lee County got the punt squad out there really quick, and maybe that contributed to the drop. It's hard to say. All right, here's Union Pines. And the first down run, runner stacked up and pushing the pile to give him a gain of about 2 on the play.
Number 22, Adrian Colon on the carry for the Vikings. Stacked up for the
Adrian
Jackson.
Cologne, junior tailback, 5'10", 192. We saw him last year kind of come out of nowhere as a sophomore. Ian Hicks, senior quarterback, pop pass, and runner cuts it back up inside. Good move, and wrapped up, but inside the 10 before he's dragged down. Talik Graham on the reception there. And just like that, Union Pines into the pint-sized fashion red zone, set up 1st and goal. Ball at the 8. Hicks from the gun. Hands around the right side, wrapped up and dragged down. That is Prince on the stop. D'Angelo Prince, he and his brother, a big part of this defense. He gets the tackle for loss, sets up 2nd and goal from the 10.
2nd and goal for the 10 for the Vikings.
If Lee County can keep the Vikings out of the end zone here, it'd be a big stand. Hicks from the gun. Takes the snap, fakes. Pressure coming, gets it out, the short and knocked away. Big play there by Cody Graham. And 3rd and goal from the 10.
Quarterback's pass is incomplete.
All right, 3rd and goal from the 10. Pines with 2 wide left, 1 wide right, single tailback, and a tight end. Hicks tries the screen, and that's going to be lost. Nope, they're going to call it incomplete. 4th and goal from the 10. Lee County has held so far. Union Pines looks inclined to keep. Nope, they thought about it. Well, they are going to bring the kicker out onto the field. Kicks to hold. Snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is wide right. And Lee County survives after having given up a short field and a goal-to-go situation. 6:56 to go. That's a momentum swing for Lee County. Now they've got to get this offense untracked. Ball placed out at the 20, so a little bit of boost for field position there after the missed kick.
DBA Domino's Pizza, Performance Rehab Corporation, Ron D. Smith, DBS, Center Contractors, and Tri-Park Advertising. Also,
Number 4, Elijah Clayton with the tackle for loss there on the handoff. 2nd and 14 coming. Said the challenges for this Lee County offensive line to keep the skill guys clean. Oh, Destry Smith hit him in the hands at the 20. And just like that, 3rd and long for Lee County. Clock stopped, 6.5 to go. All right, pull from the gun. Hands to Baldwin, nothing. Nothing there. Union Pines all over that. The charge led by Dylan Benedict, his 2nd big play of the quarter. And the Lee County punt team will be back out onto the field. Alex Burrell, a veteran kicker / punter. Uncharacteristic mistake last time where he just dropped the punt from his own end zone. Kicks it away. It's a low spinner and fielded on the run. Dangerous play. But brings it all the way back to the 33. And once again, a short field. Jonathan Nell on the return. And there's a flag.
Return for the Vikings by number 1, Jonathan Nell. There's a flag on the field.
They're talking about it. And apparently it's against Lee County. Well, no, it's against Union Pines. And Lee County has elected to re-kick rather than give up the short field. They've got confidence Burrell can put a little bit more into it. Five-yard penalty. Union Pines shows pressure. They bring 8. That is a much better kick. High hanger fielded at midfield and drops. So Lee County picks up about 18 yards of field position. Good coverage there. Rodney Tucker, wide receiver, down there leading the charge. Keeps Union Pines just shy of midfield. And Union Pines will get back to work. A little bit more of a challenge this time.
Thank you so much for supporting Jackson Athletics.
It's hands. Right up the gut. And a pickup of 7 on the play. Colvin again.
On the carry, stop for the Jackets for number 4, Cody Graham. Gain 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
And there's to Cologne again. He'll have 5 on the play and another Union Pines first down. Down to the 42-yard line. Union Pines running an awful lot from the same set. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. With a tight end set to the strong side, the left. Cologne, 3 straight times they go to the well. This time nothing doing as Prince makes his 2nd big tackle for loss. Drops Cologne back at the 41-yard line. Excuse me, 39-yard line. 2nd and long coming up.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 for Union Pines.
Hicks gets it out quick. Running that screen. Ball's out! And picked up by Union Pines player. I'm not sure they're going to rule that complete. Let's see what they're talking about it. And they are going to say it's complete with a fumble. And then advance 3 yards. So 3rd and 9 coming up for Union Pines. Vikings dodge a bullet there. And Lee County with a chance to potentially get off the field here. They flip that formation. 2 receivers wide right with that tight end. Hicks drops, pressure, gets it out late, and oh! Lee County thought they had a pick there. Robert Myers had a bunny and let it get to his body. But that'll force the punt. Union Pines punter will set up shop at about the 46. Cody Graham deep for Lee County. Fake. Here it comes. And he's going to have the first down and more. Payne Tobias, I said to watch him on defense. Well, watch him on special teams. One of the upbacks takes a direct snap. Lee County was not ready for it and has it all the way down to the 17-yard line. And a Union Pines first down. Bit of a gut punch there for the Jacket defense. Hicks, hands in the middle. Cologne, nowhere to go. Stacked up, gets maybe a yard. They'll give him 2, 2nd and 8. A little tighter set for Union Pines this time. Hicks drops, pressure coming, throws it out over top of everybody. 3rd and 8.
Coverage on the play with number 23, Zach Williams. Intended for number 3, Khalid Graham.
Tight ends. Hicks rolling. Has his man, that's Tobias. And forced out of bounds. He'll lose a yard. And forced out at the 11. 4th and 9 coming up. Well, penalty on the play. Holding against the Vikings. Coach Bordeaux wants to back him up. This is a call where you probably force a field goal field goal attempt if you decline. I think Coach Bordeaux might feel like another 10 yards makes this a whole lot less makeable a kick. We're talking about, I think, where the foul occurred. This would be a spot foul, and that may, if it was downfield, that may change the decision here. And he's going to enforce the foul. It looked like they had it at about the 16. Put the ball at the 26. This would be a 43-yard field goal attempt. Or excuse me, it's 3rd down again. I'm sorry. They've confused me at this point. All right. 3rd and 18 from the 25. Union Pines.
3rd and 18.
tightening up that formation again. 2 wide left. Wide receiver and a tight end to the right. Cologne in the backfield. Hicks drops. Pressure coming. Throws it down the seam over top of everybody. Not even close. And now you'll see how much confidence they have in their kicker. This would be from 42. No movement from the sideline.
And number 23.
And they're going to keep the offense on the field, it would appear.
4th down.
Jerry Chalmers has arrived, and I was trying to send him telepathically a message, bring me nachos. I failed in my attempt. And Union Pines line it up, 4th and 18. We got to get the ball all the way down to the 7. Here comes pressure, and it's tipped. Caught by Cologne. He's got work to do. Gets to the sideline. He's going to get it, and he's into the end zone. Nope, they're going to mark him out at about the 8. Going to be really close. Depends on the spot. He's right at the sticks. And there's a conversation going on. This is a big play in the ball game.
The DB was held, Chris.
They're going to call for a measurement. They are literally a foot from the sticks. If they're going to bring a stick, he's short. Oh, no, he got it. Wow.
The DB was held on that side. I just want to say that.
I don't disagree with you, sir.
Arms wrapped all the way around the DB over there.
One way or the other, it's 1st and goal, Union Pines. We've been here before. They're going to be set up at the 8-yard line.
Is enough for a 1st down for Union Pines to have 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
Lee County defense held once before. We'll see if they can do it again. Two wide right. They're strong to the right. They get 2 wide receivers and a tight end to the right. Cologne in the backfield. The hand is to Cologne. Up the middle, pushing. Not much there. He's going to be inside the 5.
Adrian Cologne on the carry. Gain 2 on the play.
2nd and goal.
Well, I have to say, coming in a little late, Chris. I'm surprised.
All right, full house backfield. And there's a whistle. There's a flag. They've got somebody lined up in the neutral zone. That is the 4th pre-snap penalty for Lee County, and that'll put the ball somewhere between the 2 and 3 yard line. Full house backfield, two fullbacks. Cologne deep. He's got it, and he's going to walk in. Cologne scores for Union Pines, and they are out to the 6-0 lead early on. The Lee County defense has bent a couple of times and finally breaks. Adrian Cologne Jr. running back in for, how many touchdowns does he have on the season, Jerry?
I don't have my stuff in front of me.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, had to rush in here.
Well, we're just glad you're here.
Yeah, man. So, Mr. Cologne. Doesn't say.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Looks like he's very fresh with everything right now.
Kick is up, kick is good. And Union Pine stretches that lead out to 7-0. 1:42 to go in the first quarter. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week brought to you by DeLambert Stone. We will see you on the other side of the break.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. Right dead smack in the middle of the state.
Yep.
It is a beautiful night for football here tonight. Jerry Chalmers, glad you could make it out. Nathan Cochran out tonight.
Yeah.
And
He had dad duties, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yes, sir.
All right, big high spinning kick. This one will be well short of the goal line. Randall Fields out across the 15, dancing. Got to go. Got to go. Punt returns and kickoff returns, a whole lot different operation, aren't they, Jerry?
Yeah.
Kickoffs, you got to go. Punts, you look for a seam.
Yeah, you look for a seam, definitely.
Randall dropped at the 13. Long way to go for Lee County. To recap, Lee County's defense has played pretty well. They gave up the conversion, the long conversion on the fake punt a moment ago.
Seen that.
Lee County offense not untracked yet. Baldwin into the second level. He's out across the 25. They have the 27, gain of 12 on the carry, and that's a Lee County first down.
So, but them having Baldwin back has how has Prosser been this game after having the game that he did?
Prosser has not touched the ball yet.
Okay.
Baldwin has gotten every touch, as best I can tell. We could well be wrong. That 6 and that 0 look awful similar from up here.
Yeah.
But one way or the other. Baldwin takes the hand again. He's up the middle, dancing. He'll be dropped at the 34 after a gain of 7.
DJ Baldwin up the middle for Lee County. Tackle by number 8, Nick Cameron.
All right, Lee County on schedule here, second and short. Union Pine's not showing a whole lot of respect in the secondary. Those safeties are up a little tighter than I would have expected, but they're going to take away the run, and they're telling young Mr. Poole, if you can beat us over the top, go ahead and show us. All right, Baldwin again running
big
through
run.
tackles. He's all the way down to the 34, and after and there's a penalty behind the play. The Union Pines player with his hands, Christian Romine, with the incredulous "what me?" We'll see who they got on that. He got tangled up with Sharif Tabata of Lee County, and we'll see which ones. They're going to get a block in the back against Union Pines.
Huge play.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, 37 on the carry, plus the 10 at the end of it. And Lee County, when this is all said and done, is going to be down at the 29. Okay.
There's Prosser.
All right, there's Prosser, fresh legs into the game. He's down to the 20, close to a first down. I'm not sure what happened there with that penalty.
Yeah.
It appeared that they did not enforce it on the end of the run. But Lee County finally has the offense going. It took them almost a full quarter to do it. And we have come to double zeros, or triple zeros as it were, here in the first quarter. 7-0. The road Union Pine Vikings up. The Lee County threatening down right near the pint-sized pasture red zone. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. We will see you after these messages.
This is the 2025 Nissan Rogue. With a 12.3-inch touch display, it's the most powerful Rogue ever. And has 225 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot of torque. Go Rogue in the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Nissan, #1.
Visit us at Sanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
The shoe commentary going on here in the booth.
A little bit.
Jerry, normally in some Jordans. Today, what we got on?
Cole Haans, man.
Those are Cole Haans?
Cole Haans.
I like it.
Yes, sir.
I prefer their mesh to their leather. I've got a couple leather pair of Cole Haans, but the mesh are they're so comfortable.
Yeah, I'm straight in from work today, so I didn't have time to change. But Chris has on, supporting breast cancer today, the pink and purple Pumas with the brown bubblegum bottom. They are player. That's the word for that.
I was going to say that I wore these to fly. Ooh, high snap, Poole able to reel it in. Don't think that was designed for him. Oh, that's Cody Graham.
Yeah, that's Cody Graham.
And I was going to say, I doubt that he meant to call his own number, but no, with Graham in the game, that was the call. Graham does it all for this Lee County team. But I wore these to fly.
Yeah.
And my wife, I tell her that all the time. I get stopped, people talking about my suit, my shoes, whatever. She got to see it firsthand because everywhere we went, they're like, oh,
yeah, those are tough.
I appreciate that, sir.
Baldwin stopped. Short gain about 1 yard, or maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got
I think
one.
they're going to give him a yard there.
Yeah.
Told you that you'd see a three-headed monster for Lee County. We've seen two of those Hydra heads tonight, Baldwin and Prosser, both doing damage. You'll also see Williams, number 23, Zach Williams, the junior, who comes in, adds a little bit of a different element, a little bit more explosive than these guys, but not quite as powerful a runner. All right, Poole drops and steps up. Looked like the receiver was held. He was looking for Baldwin. Baldwin on a wheel route.
Looked like he had room to run a little bit.
Well, you talking about Poole had room to run?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little surprised he didn't tuck that and take off with it. 3rd and 9 here. Well within Burrell's range if they are unable to convert, but Lee County's hunting for touchdowns, not field goals here. Coach Bordeaux signaling in the play. Poole looks left, looks right. Now he's going to hand, and Baldwin puts his head down, pushes down just shy of the 10. About 3rd and 3 here, maybe 4. No hesitation from the Lee County sideline, though. They'll send Alex Burrell out to try to take what should be an easy 3, but snaps have been an issue repeatedly.
Full whole season.
Graham, Mr. Do-It-All, is on to hold. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up high, and it looks good from here.
It's good.
The officials confirm that it is, and with 10:21 to go in the second quarter, it's a 7-3 ball game. Union Pines will receive and look to answer after these messages.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
All right, welcome back. That was a quick turnaround. Jerry, while we're waiting on the kickoff, by your estimation, where do you get the best French fries in Lee County?
Oh, man. Where do you get the best French fries in Lee County?
I want you to think on that for a minute because I have to say I had forgotten until today. I stopped by the office and one of our staff members was having lunch delivered, and they got food from there, and I was like, man, you blew it.
Well, I tell you what.
You should have got French fries.
I
like,
really
never thought about that.
like Bubba's waffle seasoned fries.
Not a bad choice.
And I also like, he has a big hole.
Head of steam, got one man to beat Burrell, got to slow him down. Burrell's not going to be able to.
He got him.
He does.
Touchdown saving tackle right there from your kicker, Burrell.
It is a touchdown saving tackle, but the return yields about 70. And Union Pines, for the 3rd time tonight, short field.
That kid can move.
Yeah.
But, yes, I would definitely say I would probably, if I had to choose, and Sheets curly fries as well. You know, I love I get the bucket of curly fries.
Nate is forever talking about Sheets.
You can't go wrong, man. You got swings, all that good stuff.
All right, here we go. Hicks set up at the 26, 27-yard line. Hands to Cologne. Cologne up the middle, short game.
And what was your choice, Chris? What was that?
Hawkins Street Grill.
I have not been there in so long.
Buddy, their French fries are the truth.
And then you got to say McDonald's. You know, you got to put hot fries from McDonald's is very
But
hard
you know
to beat.
it's so hot. Exactly. It's hit or
Yeah.
miss. If they're freshly cooked
Oh, my God.
in clean grease,
Yes.
they're fantastic.
Fantastic.
But yeah, I'm a Hawkins Street Grill, buddy. All right, there's a flag on the play. Yet another pre-snap penalty. Let's see who got this one.
Looks like Lee County.
And it is. All right, 9.5 to go. That turns 2nd and 6 into 2nd and 1. It's been a healthy dose of Adrian Colon up the middle. This would seem like a prime place to do it, unless Coach Till wants to take a shot at the end zone here. Hicks from the gun. Gets it out quick, and that's blocked up really well.
Oh, that's nice. That's 6.
And that is in. That's Hayne Tobias, but they've got a flag on the play, and it looks like Destry Smith might have been held. Let's see what the call is. I tell you, at the point of attack that was blocked really well, and that harkened back to the days of Lonnie Cox when he was running that Union Pines offense.
Oh, yeah.
Where they'd screen you to death. That's a remnant there. He'd be proud of that one. I talked Coach Cox a couple of weeks ago.
I like that. I like that play.
Well,
I like that play.
so does Coach Cox.
Yeah. I like that play.
And that is a hold against Union Pines, so the touchdown comes off the board. And this will back him up all the way back to the 17, where it'll be 2nd and 1, 2. That was marked downfield. That's going to be a first down. That's one of those enforced from the spot of the foul. They decided that it was about 11 yards downfield. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 17. Colon up the middle. Not much there. The Jackets swarm to the ball, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple. Colon checks out for the first time tonight, and into the game for Union Pines, Tyler Thomas, 5'8", 194. Brings a little bit different look into the backfield. I'm looking for a little pop pass here by Union Pines to number 2. John Arguiza. Nope. They're going to run it. And Hicks going to call his own number. Does damage. He's to the 2nd level. Gets stood up, but not until he's about the 5-yard line. And that'll be a Union Pines first down.
Union Pines knocking on the door again for 6.
This is their 3rd trip inside the 10 into a goal-to-go situation. They got a missed field goal once and a touchdown on the other. 1st and goal from the 5. They bring that full house backfield in. 2 fullbacks in front of up, and there's yet another pre-snap penalty.
Take 2 of them out at one time.
Well, if you're gonna jump all sides, might as well get your money's worth.
Yeah.
But we are less than halfway through the 2nd quarter, and that is the 6th pre-snap penalty against Lee County. Hicks under center. Union Pines, one of the teams not afraid to do both and go back and forth, and they're into the end zone. The plunge there to one of the upbacks. That is number 6, Dylan Benedict, the linebacker, doing double duty in the backfield there, and he stretches this lead out to 10, 13-3, 7:40 to go in the first half. Swinging gate look here for Union Pines. They'll check the numbers. They don't even fool with it. Lee County does that enough. They know the math. So, Caden Sovey attempt to add the extra point the old-fashioned way. Kick is up, kick is good, and it is 14-3. Union Pines out to the early lead. Lee County look to respond.
Yeah.
What do you see so far? Jerry, you're a little late to the dance, but you've been here long enough.
So I guess when I come in, I brought the scoring for Union Pines.
They were well on their way.
It seems like Lee County is doing a little bit of shooting themselves in the foot with the pre-snap penalties and putting them in better field position without doing anything at all. The big kickoff return, of course, got that score right there in kind of in order. But as far as Lee County, the run game seems to be there. But we'll see what they look like on this time now.
Well, if you'd have been here for my pregame preamble, I said this is a matter of which team shoots themselves in the foot the most. And given the history of these teams throughout this season, it was a fairly safe bet. It wasn't going to be Union Pines, and that's what we've seen so far. Lee County, when you look at the matchups, man by man, squad by squad, I think they match up.
They match up pretty well.
Does.
Yeah.
They just cannot have these penalties and the unforced errors. All right, here's the kick. Big high spinner, be taken at about the 6. Randall brings it out, picking up a head of steam, cuts it back up into the middle, and he'll be dropped at the 30. Much better return that time.
Yeah.
Lee County will start from just outside the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. We saw Cody Graham for the one snap running that Wildcat. We've seen that a couple of times this season in short yardage packages. I'm not sure that at some point you don't run off schedule and try and build some momentum with it. Poole checking the wristband there. Barking out signals. Baldwin back in the backfield with him. Brings a man in motion. Hands to Baldwin. Baldwin checks up, runs into a blocker. He'll have a gain of about 4. Good solid. Well, Union Pine says they got that football. They come out of the pile with it. The official on the near side's not impressed and says, no, we're staying right here. And so does everybody else.
Yeah.
So Lee County dodges a bullet there. 2nd and 6. Only one official had a chance to see that. That would have been the far side line judge. And Baldwin stacked up after a gain of a couple, 3rd and short coming up.
It's a nice crowd on both sides tonight.
It really is. Cameron 15 miles away.
Yeah.
Or the campus of Union Pines. Cameron just sort of sprawls all over the place. But we talk about often how cool a venue Union Pines is to watch a football game.
Yeah.
They're bringing that energy with them tonight, and they got a good ball club. They come in at 7-1. They're looking at this game and say, hey, if we can get a W here and get past Western Harnett, that big blow at the end of that from Baldwin, not the first one he's delivered. I didn't realize until I was talking to Coach Cox a couple weeks ago that this Union Pines team, if they win this game and the next, they will set the school record for victories in a season.
That's all right.
Union Pine's not a school with a whole lot of historical success in football.
Yeah.
But boy, I tell you, it's a good program right now. All right, Poole from the gun. Little high snap. The hand is to Prosser. Timing is off just a little bit. I think that Nathan told us last week, Coach Cochran said 3/4 of a second.
3/4 of a second.
Throws it off when the snap is high. So, 2nd and 11. Clock down inside 5.5. Lee County trying to do some damage here. They will kick off to open the second half. High snap again. Poole jumps. Prosser stacked up. Nothing there. No gain on the play. 3rd and 11. And again, the timing off. I'm not sure that it was as disruptive that time. Union Pines just kind of knew what was coming. Christian Romine led the charge for Union Pines. He's got his name in the book a couple of times tonight. All right, 3rd and long. Poole drops, looks down the middle,
Nice
got a man,
pass.
and it is reeled in. He's going to be right at the
Very
stick.
close.
Depends on the spot. The near side spot looks like he's about half a yard short. The far side's got him a first down. Ooh. Home cooking there for Lee County.
Hey.
I think he was a foot or two short, but the officials disagree, and that's a Lee County first down.
Mike could have got a tush push there.
Hey. All right. From the 46, 1st and 10. The hand is up the middle. Prosser stopped after a gain of about 3.
Number 6, Damian Prosser on the carry. Gain of 3 on the play. Tripped up with number 8, Nick Cameron.
Nick Cameron giving up about 20, 30 pounds on that. Did a good job of stopping Prosser in his tracks. Baldwin checks back in. 2nd and 7. Clock at 4:05. Oh, really high snap. Poole going to take it to the ground.
That's, as a coach, that has to be, oh, man, brutal. That's brutal. We're in, what, week 9, 10, Chris?
Yep.
And that's definitely something Lee County has been dealing with the entire season.
And, you know, we always say they happen at the worst times.
Yeah.
Nah, they just
happen.
Every play is important. And that one's going to back him up. 3rd and 13. Poole looking down the field. Steps up. Throws it.
He's
Got
wide
a man.
open.
Randall's wide open. Blown coverage there. Randall just sort of sat down, slowed his route, and he's going to have about 25 down inside the pint-sized red zone and a Lee County first down. Big 3rd down conversion there.
Nice
and a
find.
good heads-up play by Randall.
Yeah.
Instead of running through
Yeah,
that open
just stop.
space, kind of pulled the brake, and Poole delivered a good ball. And that's 1st and 10. That's how you do it. Play fake, now screen. Randall nowhere to go. Union Pine sees that enough in practice. They read that screen all the way. There is no gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1.
Gained up on the play by Vikings, including number 4, Elijah Clayton, and number 45, Brady James.
Tell you what, Lee County has a nice size offensive line. No, I mention that a lot, but you just don't, they're a nice size line.
Well, I think that the offensive line for Lee County is the unsung heroes this year. Baldwin plows into the line, going to have a short gain on the play, maybe a yard. But, for all the troubles and tribulations, this is a 5-3 team.
Yeah.
That offensive line really has kept a clean pocket.
Very
They've been
much
good
so.
in the running game. Turnovers and just inopportune penalties for Lee County have been the problem. And lost in all that, some really good offensive line play.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3rd and 10. Poole drops, fakes, throws high up there,
It's
and
picked.
it's picked. And coming back the other way, number 8 on the pick, Nick Cameron, who made a big play in the run game a little while ago, gives Union Mines the ball back with 1:47 to go in the half. And I think what Poole intended to do was throw that up.
Away.
Well,
Yeah,
I think he was
for a
throwing
jump
it up,
ball.
and for a jump ball to, it was either going to go out of the side of the end zone.
Just didn't get
Didn't
enough
get
air
enough
under it.
air under it. And the turnovers continue to be a problem. All right, Union Pine smelling blood in the water here. They are well aware they get the ball back to start the second half. If they could score here, they put a lot of pressure on this Lee County team. There's the pop pass. That's Hayne Tobias going to the right. Stopped initially, taken down hard. He'll have a gain of a couple. We'll see what kind of urgency Union Pines works with here. They may feel like, hey, we're going to go in up 11, and we'll come back out and do this for real after the break. All right, Hicks drops. scrambles. He's rolling to his right. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got the first down and more. He'll have 20 on the play, 21 by the time he's taken down by that Lee County defense. Clock will stop to set the chains. 1 minute to go. Now it winds 58, 57. And that's funny that they wound the clock and have not even set the change yet. There's a conference. Now the clock stopped with 47 to go. We'll see if they address that because they lost about 13 seconds there. I don't understand what's so difficult about that. Wait until the chains are set before you start the clock.
Got a flag.
Chains never moved, so they certainly weren't set.
Yeah.
They did fix the clock. They're back to 110. They must be listening to me grumble about them. They're like, the old man next door. It's got to be a holding downfield, right?
Well, that's way back here, so has to be.
Let's see what we got. Oh, they're going the other way.
Oh, wow.
Face mask? Nope, they're picking up the flag. Okay. Ball out to the 41, and Union Pine's going to So there was a minute on the clock at the end of that play. They ran it down to 47 seconds after the chains had not set. They addressed that and told them to reset the clock and reset it to 110. Union Pines has elected to take a timeout there. Good timeout to keep from that clock winding when the ball was set. That is their first timeout of the half. But the Adventurers in timekeeping. I was telling Coach Cochran about our adventure in timekeeping down at North Moore, where they just was it at North Moore where they just waved off the clock operator and kept the clock on the field.
It was.
Yeah, never seen that before. That was wild. All right, Hicks with a fake steps up into the pocket, going to be taken down. Loses 2 on the sack. We'll see who climbs out of there for Lee County. And Union Pines will use their second timeout. Second long coming up. Daniel Prince came out of there like he got him. Easy to pick out. He's rocking the pink gloves and mouthpiece this evening. .57 seconds to go in the half. Lee County looking to give up no more points. Union Pines looking to really put some pressure on the Yellow Jackets here. You know, I'm seeing something interesting, Jerry, that we haven't seen in the past, and that is a lot of guys doing double duty for Lee County at receiver and at defensive back.
Yeah, you do not see that a lot.
All right, incomplete. Lee County here with a whole host of timeouts. Interested to see what the play call is here, if Union Pines wants to make them burn one here on 3rd and long, or if they want to take a shot at this first down. 3rd and 12, 54 seconds to go. Yeah, in the defensive in the defensive backfield for Lee County right now, you got Zach Williams, who plays a little tailback. Vestry Smith is playing safety. He plays a lot at wide receiver.
Most of your better DBs do play receiver, though.
Well, you know, sure. And there is a false start from Union Pines. 3rd and 17, 16 and a half. I don't know. My eyes aren't calibrated. And we'll see if this changes the philosophy. But I think back to the last couple of years with the talent that was on display in the wide receiver room. Here comes Cologne, cuts it back upfield, nothing doing there. He'll get 6 or 7, but not near enough. And the clock runs, and Coach Bordeaux frantically signaling for a timeout. Doesn't get the attention of the officials until the clock's at 42. But Lee County is going to look to flip this around here and get some points before the half. That's their first time out of the first half, 2 in their pocket. And we noted last week that for the first time in 7 or 8 years, Lee County actually returned a punt.
Yeah.
We'll see if they actually have a designed return. I'm interested to see who goes back. Cody Graham
was last week,
was doing it last week. He's out there on the field. Of course, they've got to be a little shell-shocked after the big fake punt. And they're going to keep the defense on the field. Now Graham is going to go back, but they're showing a safe look. No, they're not going to drop anybody back, so they're going to let this hit and roll. Punt is dropped. The snap is dropped, and now a low liner is going to roll all the way down to the 13, and that's the danger of not having anybody back. That ball rolled for 20 yards.
Easy.
And nearly 50 on the kick by the time it's all said and done.
Definitely didn't look like a 50-yard punt to you at all.
You know, you play that safe. They didn't bring pressure. They didn't put anybody back. So they didn't take advantage of the drop snap, and then they let him get away with a kick that just rolled and rolled and rolled. That's the downside of playing safe.
Yeah.
But heaven forbid they gave up a fake again, and I wouldn't put it past Coach Till running again. This is a nice run here by Baldwin. Steps through a tackle. He'll be close to a first down, going to be a little bit short. Clock stopped at 24 with a Lee County timeout. And that might have given them the type of breathing room out of the shadow of their own goalpost where they might take some shots down the field. Only one timeout left, 24 seconds to go, so they got a little bit of flexibility, but you can't get too cute here. And Poole, no lack of arm talent there. He can spin that ball a long way. I would be looking for Randall here if they can get him isolated. Lee County doesn't do anything. They don't get real cute with their formations. But this might be a situation where they run motion.
You may see a new play here.
Well, it looks like they're going to stack. Wait, here.
He's threw out some.
All right, they're going to stack receivers on the near side with Randall lined up effectively behind Lincoln Smith here on the near side. That's a tight formation. Now, here goes Randall in motion. And they're going to run it. Well, falls forward and has the first down. They're going to stop the clock momentarily while they unpack and set the chains. Clock at 14. They're going to set up quick. There, the chains are set. They got to be ready, got to be ready, got to be ready. There's some home cooking. Clock hadn't started yet. Here they go. Now they're going to go ahead and take the timeout, I believe, as the official explains to him, although the clock on the board didn't start, we started ours, and you're probably down at about 7 seconds. So there's about to be a conversation, I'm sure. Or maybe not.
Or no.
I mean, if not, this is effectively a free timeout for Lee County. So let's see. That's a weird series of events, and all right, they're going to set it back. I'm confused. All right, they set it at 16. Lee County got to be ready to go. You got to snap the football. Ugh. They lost 6 seconds there. Poole throws it away and gets dumped. There'll be 4.5 left. So now, not a whole lot of options.
No.
That was kind of a mess.
I'd run it again just to make sure nothing crazy happens.
kind of a mess. All right. 4 men on the line for Union Pines. Lee County's going to run it up the middle. What a stick
Big
there in
hit.
the middle of that defense.
What's that, number 3?
Number 7.
7, that's
Josiah
Jay
Sandler.
Big hit.
Big hit, and that'll bring us to triple zeros here in the first half. Union Pines on the road up 14-3, looking to stay undefeated in conference play. Lee County will look to turn it around in the second half. We'll be right back with the First Bank halftime show after this quick break.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
Passion, experience, diligence. From our headquarters in Sanford, we proudly serve clients throughout the Sandhills and across central North Carolina. Our firm offers a wide range of legal services beyond criminal and family law. Whether you need assistance with estate planning, contract disputes, or other legal matters, our knowledgeable team is here to provide reliable guidance and representation. Call us at 984-977-8390 or visit our website, deepervalawyers.com.
All right, welcome back to the halftime show. Kristen Lambert, Jerry Chalmers here on the call. Great night for football.
Yeah.
Lee County moved the ball a little bit. Union Pines moved the ball a little bit. Difference in the game, unforced errors. Lee County with at least 6 pre-snap penalties. Yeah. They gave up the big fake punt that kept a drive alive for Union Pines. Union Pines been down the red zone, it seems like, all night. Able to get 2 touchdowns out of their trips down there. And Union Pines get the ball to start the second half. Lee County going to have to play some tough defense, stop the cold, and they've got to quit shooting themselves in the foot.
Turning the ball over with Lee County has been something that they have not been able to avoid these past few games. And that turnover right there in the red zone at the 1-yard line, huge. That could have made the game 14-10.
It could have.
Now you know, you don't feel bad with Union Pines getting the ball back in the second half, but now you're looking here and how they're actually able to drive the ball in this second quarter. In that second quarter, that's momentum right there.
Well, even if not, I mean, you've got a veteran kicker, Alex Burrell, not automatic, but pretty close to it.
Right.
So, take your medicine, get the field goal. And if you're going to throw that pass, it's got to be in a spot where either your guy's going to get it or nobody. It was into double coverage. Randall, a big, long, tall receiver, give him a shot, but you got to get that out so that only he can get it. That ball was thrown in there on a line, and good job by the Union Pines defense to pick it off and snuff that drive out. And then they come down, plug 6 in. Lee County at the end of the half was able to get them off the field. Union Pines finally shot themselves in the foot a little bit with the penalties and unable to convert that 3rd and long. You're only going to get, with this Union Pines offense, this is not a wide open, stretch the field, big play offense. Every time they touch the ball, it's sort of like the old Jimmy Johnson or Bill Parcells offenses where we got to get a couple first downs.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of see where it goes. So Union Pines is going to chew clock. Lee County's only going to touch the ball a couple of times. And this is an offense that's got to find its way very, very quickly, because you figure coming out, you probably anticipate 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes coming off the clock before they touch the ball in the second half, unless this defense can find a way to make some splash plays. Now, some of these guys on defense have shown up. D'Angelo Prince having a great night, couple tackles for loss, a sack. Daniel Prince with a sack. They got to step up.
I agree. And I'm not Lee County is not in a bad position right now. I mean, if they can get a stop coming out of the second half and get some more points on the board, it makes you look at this game different. We all thought, and I'm going to say we all thought that this was not going to be this type of game. I honestly thought I would get here a little late and that UP is up 14-0. So I'm commending Lee County defense right now for holding them to just 14 points. If the offense can get some type of momentum going, they had it, and they put 3 points on the board, you know, a couple run plays. If they can get a little bit of passing, a little bit of running, a little bit of passing, and get some more points on the board, this will make a big difference in this game.
Well, I do have to say that throughout his tenure here at Lee County, even when there have been great Lee County teams, they've never started real quick on offense, and they've always tended to play better later in games. This year has not been any different than that.
Agreed.
There's been some, side-eyeing with it. Well, there are teams that were out to a big lead. They cleared the bench, whatever. The bottom line is Lee County on offense generally has looked better in the second half than in the first. And the difference between what we saw in the first half and them coming out and scoring 3 or 4 touchdowns in the second half, not very much. They just got to make it happen, and they're going to have to get that Union Pines offense off the field.
Agreed.
No errors. They've been preaching it. We've been preaching it. There's no doubt. And this Union Pines team, bottom line is, they're really, really good.
Yeah, I see.
All right. This your first look at them this year?
This is my first look.
All right, I told you. This Union Pines team, they're not terribly explosive, but they're not going to beat themselves. You're going to have to go make plays. Now, where this Union Pines team is on a step below the elite in this classification, they don't have a whole lot of dynamic athletes that are going to burn you and beat you deep. Now, we did see a long kick return. Everybody's got kids that will do damage. This Union Pines team, it does not strike fear into you that every time they line up, they have the potential to go for a touchdown.
Agree.
Lee County's got to they can't be satisfied to just let them get little chunks, so they got to make splash plays, got to get them off field, turn the ball over to Poole in that offense, and see if we can get Prosser and Baldwin doing some damage. Haven't seen Zach Williams at all at tailback. I'm interested by that. We'll see how it goes. But looking forward to a big second half. Again, it's a beautiful night.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be round for the next 2 quarters of football after, I don't know, about 10 more minutes. Any last thoughts?
No.
All right, I'm Chris. This is Jerry. We'll see you on the other side.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford with the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles or check out our state-of-the-art service system where our team can have you back on track in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, General Motors. We are professional grade.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
Find your dream bridal gown at Mine and Yours Bridal. We offer stunning quinceañera gowns and beautiful formal dresses with inclusive curvy sizing. Don't forget the guys. Tuxedos and suits are available for rent or purchase, plus jewelry, tiaras, and other accessories to add the perfect finishing touch to your look. Call us at 919-775-2828, or better yet, visit us at 201 North Still Street in downtown Sanford. Your special occasion starts here.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
There are 2 types of people in this world. those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet, maybe it's spicy, maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together, but you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Passion, experience, diligence. From our headquarters in Sanford, we proudly serve clients throughout the Sandhills and across central North Carolina. Our seasoned attorneys are prepared to defend you against charges ranging from traffic violations and DWI to serious felonies. We employ a meticulous approach to ensure your rights are protected at every stage. Navigating family disputes requires sensitivity and expertise. We assist with divorce proceedings, child custody arrangements, and support issues, striving for resolutions that prioritize your family's well-being. Our firm offers a wide range of legal services beyond criminal and family law. Whether you need assistance with estate planning, contract disputes, or other legal matters, our knowledgeable team is here to provide reliable guidance and representation. Call us at 984-977-8390 or visit our website, deepriverlawyers.com.
Here in JB Auto Sales, we do repair car, we do collision, we do alignment, brakes, and this is the good thing about JB. If the car won't run, we pick it up for free with a tow truck, free charge. We bring it to the shop, we let you know what's wrong with it before we even charge you for a diagnostic on it. We located at 102 Cortland Drive, Sanford, North Carolina, and the phone number is 919-842-7598.
There's no place like home for the holidays. You know that's the truth. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. For no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can come sweet home. I met a man who came from Tennessee, and he was headed for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie. From Pennsylvania, folks are traveling down to Dixie's sunny shore. From Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. For no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can be home sweet home. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and the mistletoe.
Here at Jose's Bakery, we have homemade ice cream that's made fresh every week. We have flavors such as strawberry, cookies and cream, gansito, pecan. We have caramel, and then we also have popsicles, different flavored popsicles, water-based, milk-based. So good. You guys definitely need to stop by and try it. My name is Lucy. I'm the manager here at Jose's Bakery in Sanford, North Carolina. Our address is 901 South Corner Boulevard. Our phone number is 919-776-0342, and you can email us at josesbakery@gmail.com.
Hello, my name is Johnny Whiteside. I own Kendall Pawn Shop in the Kendall area of Sanford. We've been in business for 45 years now this year. We haven't been in business that long by not taking care of customers. We sell all kinds of firearms, electronics, tools of every kind you can imagine.
The Pint-Sized Pasture is your first and only choice for a mobile petting zoo and event venue. We bring our mobile petting zoo to your house, to your school, to your company, and anywhere in between. We do inflatables as well. You can find us at www.thepintsizedpasture.com, or you can reach us at 919-498-4466.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sandhills residential and commercial builder of choice.
This is the 2025 Nissan Rogue. With a 12.3-inch touch display, it's the most powerful Rogue ever. And has 225 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot of torque. Go Rogue in the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Nissan, number one.
Visit us at Sanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
All right, I am joined by a multi-talented young lady, Emmanuel Whitehead. Now, I watched you direct the band first, right?
Yes.
And then watched you get your ring, although the ring did hit the ground, right?
That is true.
You paid attention. Hey, all I want to know, tell us about the triple jump and how you got into the triple jump in the first place.
Well, when I first decided to join the track team, I went to their indoor workouts, like winter workouts, and Coach Herring was like, oh, she's going to do triple jump, and I had no idea what it was. And so my second week after doing long jump, he was like, yeah, we're going to put you in triple jump. And I said, okay. So he taught me how to do it, and I learned, and I realized that I was good at it, and it made me just want to be better. And every time I go to a meet, and if I don't like achieve my goal, or if someone surpasses me, then it just makes me want to work even harder and be even better.
So how long ago was it that he introduced you to the triple jump as an event?
My freshman year. It was spring of my freshman year.
Okay, you're a senior now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in 3 years, you become a state champion.
That's right.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you have any intention of triple jumping at the next level?
Yes, sir. I've been looking into some colleges and emailing coaches and things like that. So I'm hoping that I can continue at the next level.
So for track and field, a lot of times there's sort of a hard cut. If you can do this, that magic number, time or distance, what's the magic distance in triple jump to jump in college?
For me, the magic distance is about 42 feet.
Okay.
And most colleges, like most D1 colleges, are looking for like around 40, 41 feet. Yeah. So
all right, so
I've got some work to do.
Okay. So do you do any other events besides triple jump?
Yes, sir. I do high jump, long jump. I've done the 4x4, the 400, the 200, the 4x2, the 4x1, the 100, and the 300 in indoor. I've thrown javelin because I've done the heptathlon. I've done quite a bit.
Jerry, I'm blown away, man. I struggle to get up and down these steps. Yeah. And my question is, can you cover a wide receiver? Can you play a little defense?
I've never tried it.
I'm sure that you could. I'm sure that you could.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations on all these accolades. It is heartwarming to hear your story. I love that you're like, sure, triple jump, I'm down. Yeah, why not? I love that. And that's sort of a great lesson for life. When opportunity knocks, don't be afraid of it. What an amazing story.
Thank you.
What an amazing story. So if you had your choice of colleges to attend,
Yes.
where would you be leaning toward?
Chapel Hill, 100%.
You're making this dude happy right here. Okay. What do you plan to study?
I want to study nursing, and one day I hope to become a nurse practitioner, maybe start my own practice.
Yeah, I think you ought to scrap that. I think you ought to go to law school. And come on, I'll put you to work. I got you hooked up. No, nursing, that is, the world needs plenty of nurses. I've spent plenty of time with a nurse this weekend. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we're kind
20 on the game for Union Pines there as they open up strong in the second half. Hey, we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Of course.
And, anytime. Come on by. We're not talking about anything at halftime. So this was a lot of fun. I think they want to get you on radio next. You just got to make the media tour. It's good stuff. Emmanuel Whitehead, thank you so much and congratulations again. You are a state champion and nobody is ever going to be able to take that away from you. That's really cool.
Thank you.
All right, have a great night.
You too.
All right, Union Pines on first down, and this is a big play. That's to the edge, and he is gone. Union Pines, I said, they're not going to gas you down the field, but guess what? They did on back-to-back plays, and that was John Urguiza. I told you I thought we might see a pop pass to him earlier. We got it there, and he is gone. 49 yards on the touchdown, and Lee County avoided Union Pines coming out and running the clock on them, but at the expense of being down 3 touchdowns.
Fast.
Not the start they were looking for. That took all of 41 seconds. We hadn't even finished the interview with Ms. Whitehead. Man.
Yeah, that was quick. I'll tell you, he got some good moving. I'll tell you that, though.
We're talking about Urguiza now, number 2. We've been watching him run past people and make people look silly for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
He is a little fella, 5'6", 135. But, man, he can scoot. And it's got a little bit of what they call make you miss.
Yeah, a little shifty in him.
He has got some shiftiness. My goodness, not the start Lee County was looking for. And Union Pines, in their best case scenario at the halftime, didn't see two plays touchdown. I actually stopped and talked to some every week observers on my way down to concession at halftime.
Yeah.
And they were frustrated and were like, man, Union Pines is going to come out and grind clock. We got to get the ball back. Well,
definitely got to get it back now, Greg.
You
definitely got to get it back now.
You better get it back. Let's see what you can do with it. You were going to have to score a couple times. You just stretched it out a little bit more. 21-3, 11-19 to go in the third quarter. And UP will kick it away. And, the not beating themselves. And I've seen Union Pines now for 2 years under Brian Till. This is a well-coached team. They are fundamentally sound. They will not beat themselves, and that includes on defense. They're not going to blow coverages. They're not going to miss tackles. So they're going to make you earn everything. And, if you can line them up and beat them straight up, more power to you, but they're not going to give you anything easy. 3 touchdowns in the second half against this squad is going to be a tough task.
Yeah, real tough.
All right, here we go.
See if Lee County can answer back, Chris.
Well, they have very intentionally kicked it to Randall every time in the kick return. Randall, well, I tell you what.
Yeah.
He getting longer and longer. He started with a 13-yard return. Now he's out to the 30. This is out to the 40. Getting better every time. And we're sort of watching him evolve as a kick returner.
Oh, yeah.
He was a step slow to make that cut up the field. If he'd have seen that opening just a split second earlier, might have been a house call. Instead, good field position for the Jackets. Ball at the 39, 1st and 10. Pull from the gun, hands, Baldwin into the pile, nothing there. He'll have 2 on the carry. Second down coming up.
And I know you spoke before I got here, Chris. I'm pretty sure what this game could have actually been for Lee County. Could have been.
Still is. This is the de facto conference championship.
Yeah.
And I say that with no disrespect to Southern or to Western Hornet, but
Hornet
there is
Central.
no to Western Hornet
Western
because that's the
Hornet.
only team
Yeah,
left
yeah.
on Union Pine's schedule. All right, pull.
Oh.
Had a man looking for the point guard there. MJ Sanders had him, just airmailed it, and 3rd and long coming up. No, this if the winner of this game is in the catbird seat to win this conference. Union Pines comes in undefeated with 1 week to go after this. Lee County with the 1 loss to South Johnston. South Johnston, though, lost 2 ball games. Union Pines already beat them, and they lost to Harnett Central. Harnett Central's played themselves out of it. So the winner of this game tonight probably is going to win the conference championship. And right now, looking an awful lot like Union Pines running the table in this opening season.
Huge hit right there.
Well, you had any number of defenders that were going to get there. And Lee County faced with 4th and 8 from their own 41. No hesitation is going to kick it away. And every possession is going to be a big deal at this point. Union Pine shows pressure. High snap, backs up the kicker. Burrell gets it out of there. It's a high spinner, hits down at about the 35 and rolls dead at the 20. That is 41 on the kick. There is a flag. Looks like they ran into the kicker here at the end of it. We'll see which variety it is. It is running into the kicker, which is only 5 yards. Will not give them a first down, but that might make it 4th and short enough that they decide to go for it. And they are going to go for it now. 4th and 8 had no interest in taking a chance. 4th and 3, brother, season's on the line.
Yeah.
And you're playing with house money because both teams, look, we could try to make more of this than it is because it's the age of sensationalism. Both of these teams are going to the playoffs.
I agree.
In fact, just about everybody in this division is going to the playoffs. So, the downside is what?
You don't get it.
You might wind up in 3rd place instead of 2nd place.
That's it.
Take a swing. Pull. Oh, Union Pine's all over that.
There again.
All over it.
Again, Chris, the bad high snap throwing off the timing. That there, man. That's tough.
Yep, the reality is that probably the worst that Lee County winds up is in a tie for 2nd place with South Johnston. South Johnston would get the nod
because of the head-to-head matchup.
Because of the head-to-head, which means they're in 3rd. But South Johnston got work to do as well. Let's see what they're doing tonight.
They're playing Southern? Is that correct?
Well, if they are, I can guess how they're doing. So West Johnston is up big as they host Western Hornet. There's a swing pass out into the flat.
Wow.
And Union Pine gaining yards in chunks right now. Middle Creek beating the brakes off of Cary right now, 35-0. Southern Lee is on the road at Harnett Central tonight. Harnett Central up big. South Johnston, I don't have a score for. Let's see if we go directly. Union Pines
and he has scored
is
again.
making it look really easy. They've run 4 plays in the second half and scored 2 touchdowns. And Lee County doesn't have any answer right now. So I'm showing that South Johnston and Triton played yesterday. And that South Johnston won 41-0. See if you can confirm that.
Yeah, I'm looking.
And if that's the case, South Johnston finishes against West Johnston, and with a W there. Not that that's a given, because that being an interconference rivalry. And South Johnston and West Johnston, both teams, you got to give a nod to South Johnston. West Johnston going to bring everything to the table to close the season out. But back to my original point, Lee County, worst case scenario, comes out of here in third place in the conference. Of course, they got to handle business against Southern, a team that has really, really, really struggled this year. However, as you well know, Jerry Chalmers.
Yes, sir. Any given Sunday, any given Friday.
I remember a time when a winless Southern Lee team knocked off Lee County in the Brick City Bowl on Lee County's way to the playoffs. You remember that one?
And that is very much so correct as far as yesterday, 41-0 over Triton as far as South Johnson. Well, I only recall like when I had a son, of course, that played here at Lee County, did very well. I recall them going 4-0 against Southern Lee.
You don't remember anything else, huh?
Oh.
Oof. Well, we talked about the difference between kick return, punt return. Kick return, you don't go lateral.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's learning. I think
you got 11 guys across the field in their lane trying to outrun those lanes. Not generally going to work out well.
Took a big hit there.
Yeah, he did. And he's
feeling it. Yeah, he's feeling it.
All right, Lee County got to score a whole bunch of points starting right now. 9.5 to go in the third quarter. Not much by way of offense here the last couple tries. Pull from the gun. Hands into the middle of the line. Nothing there.
And, you know, Chris, there's something that we were just talking about the other day. Dez was at the house, and me, him, and Jaden, we were sitting down talking about, you know, the high school times. And the only reason I know this is because they spoke of it. Again, the combination of points between Lee County from 2016 to 2020, as far as Jaden playing, was 207 to 21. So, you know, that was a lot of quite a big sprawl.
Well, you know, that defense featured.
Yes.
You know, half the squad played Saturday football.
Yeah, they did.
Several of those kids at legit D1 schools.
They did.
It was a special group. And, yeah.
You know, would you say one of the – of course, I would say just their record alone, where they made them one of the best. I don't know if they were the best team that Lee County had.
Well, I mean, you've got some teams back in the day that would, you know, that won state championships. Oof. Off the hands of the receiver, pull high, not for the first time tonight, looking for Lincoln Smith down the seam, off of his fingertips, and then off of the hands of a Union Pines defender.
I'll tell you what, man. They have to hold them from scoring right here.
Well, they do. And if you're Union Pines, I'm not going to lie.
I'm going for it.
Union Pines is playing for seeding right now, and I'm assure you they are not going to take their foot off of the brake or off the gas here, because this is the team in this conference with the most pedigree.
Yeah.
So when they're trying to get some love, even though most of this is computerized, this is the signature win right now. You know, I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I've watched Union Pines improve over the last, 9 to 10 years, and they've gotten better each and every season until now they're here.
Well, a lot of raised eyebrows when Brian Till left left Richmond to take this gig.
Yeah.
And, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I hosted his press conference, and walked away from that thinking this
I
is
remember.
the perfect marriage with his philosophy, this community, this group of kids,
I
and
remember.
it has panned out. You know, they were punching up last year as he kind of got in there late.
Yeah.
You know, his predecessors had done a fantastic job, Jason Truesdale and Lonnie Cox, of creating community, expanding the size of the JV, interfacing with the junior highs, all the things you have to do to build a big-time high school program.
Yeah.
They expanded the weight program. This is the result, and it is the perfect marriage between coach and program. And at the same time, you're seeing a huge expansion down there. I mean, you can't swing a cat in Cameron without hitting a new subdivision.
Yeah.
You're getting a new influx of money and support, you know, in terms of facility and booster support, top shelf. This Union Pines team, I kind of laughed when Coach Till told me, this could be my last job. That's my plan. I was like, yeah, sure. No, I believe 2 years in, this may really be his last job, because he may well have this program on the way to being a force to be reckoned with year in, year out. And it perfectly timed with the changing of the conferences, because no matter where he got the program to, having to play Pinecrest, Richmond, Scotland in that previous conference, they were going to have problems. This timing was perfect. Lee County and Harnett Central were the teams he had to knock off this year. They're doing it and making it look easy. And
very easy.
And Jerry Chalmers, look at me when I tell you this. I told you so.
You said it. I'm not going to say I disagreed. I did not disagree.
You did.
I didn't. I don't think I disagreed. I just said,
your Harnett Central was all we heard.
I did. But what I will tell you, what I did say, that Hornet Central had the best quarterback and receiver in our conference.
Well,
and I'm going to stand on that.
I'm going to tell you what.
I'm going to literally stand on that right now. That quarterback last week, seeing him, he didn't get rattled. They lost the game. But the quarterback himself,
Kobe Howard,
great job.
If you need an agent,
yeah,
get at me. Kobe Howard may be playing on Saturdays.
Yeah,
that is a good high school quarterback. All right, Hicks gets it out quick, delivers. Talik Graham on the reception, and he'll have 13 and another Union Pines first down. Union Pines, boy, I told you, the Lee County offense, I expected them to make some adjustments, come out, do damage. The opposite is true. Union Pines has made some adjustments. They're running a completely different set of plays than we saw in the first half, and they're running them effectively, and they've got Lee County fully on their heels now, already up 28-3, halfway through the third. They've put 2 touchdowns on the board already. Look at that, a third. Arguiza in motion. Hicks bobbled the snap. Going to keep it himself. Picks up about 4. And I tell you what, if UP converts here, you can probably go crank up the bus.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen Lee County be explosive enough to put up points the way they used to. Just, and that's not a knock on any of the players, but, we would see Lee County score 24 points in a matter of 6 minutes. We've seen that done several times, and this is just not that offense for that type of turnout.
Hicks hands to Cologne. Cologne wrapped up in the hole, gains about 2. Clock down inside 5 seconds. And Union Pines, not in any hurry. They are going to start playing keep away here. What we knew they'd play keep away.
Yeah.
What we didn't realize is they'd gash Lee County for a couple of quick touchdowns.
Quick ones.
All right, as they set up, play clock down at 10. Hicks giving signals. Play clock at 6. And snaps it with 5 to go. Swings it out.
There's that play.
Nice design. And
that's
I believe that's Tobias.
He's going to get a first.
Hayne Tobias, who lines up at the H-back spot. Going to be close to a first down. Looks like the far side official is going to give it to him. And, yep, they're waving the chains forward. So 4.5 to go. That is a Union Pines first down inside the pint-sized pasture red zone. Say that 3 times quick, sir.
Pint-sized pasture red zone. Yeah, I can't do it. Pint-sized pasture red zone.
Sir. If you're looking for sort of an out-of-the-box event,
yeah,
pint-sized pasture, man, they bring their petting zoo to you. They travel all over the place. Every time I talk to the proprietors out there, they're headed out of town up to Nashville or to the beach or out to Fort Bragg. But they will bring their animals, including their camel, Moses.
Okay.
He's awesome.
Pint-sized pasture.
Pint-sized pasture. They got, and if you want a good TikTok follow, they're a good TikTok and Instagram follow too.
Okay.
The miniature goats, man. I've had to fight the miniature goats a couple of times because they always want to jump on top of my car.
Yeah.
When I come out there, mine is not a jumping on top of.
No.
Cologne on the hand,
and
he's going to scoot past everybody. Lee County, tired legs out there, lunging, nobody wrapped up, and from 19, he is into the end zone, and Union Pines has got this game in a chokehold. 3:21 to go in the third. And if I'm being honest, I'm about to place my dinner order.
Yeah.
34-3. The lone blemish for Union Pines tonight was a missed field goal on their first drive. Since then, all they've asked of the kicker is extra points, and he is now perfect 5 for 5. Caden Sovey, the senior, punches it in, and Lee County,
man,
got to say a couple Hail Marys here or something.
21 points.
In 8.5 minutes, which is uncharacteristic for Union Pines. They come into play today, not a high-scoring offense, usually grind it out, and maybe they'll tack on a couple at the end of the game. But they look, for all intents and purposes, like they're moving to 6-0 in conference play.
Yeah.
And
they're 8-2 overall.
Yeah. No, 8-1.
8-1.
Yeah, the only loss was that game to Pinecrest. Pinecrest got them 21-6 in week 2. No shame in that.
No.
They were playing up a classification, and Pinecrest always a good squad. That's the team that I miss from our previous conference.
I agree.
They're up 13-9 in second quarter reporting there. Tonight, but Pinecrest lost big to Cleveland to open the season, and since then they've just been blowing people out.
Cleveland is a very good football team.
Well, Pinecrest sitting at 7-1. Their only loss to Cleveland, and Cleveland is undefeated.
Yeah.
Except that they look like they are getting they got that score flipped around. They're up 48-0 on Smithfield Selma right now.
Oof.
That's the score from the halftime.
Oof.
So, I mean, when you look at Union Pines from that context, and somebody asked me, how much damage Union Pines going to do in the postseason? Well, let me see the seeding first.
Yeah, I agree.
Does Union Pines jump off film and scare the crap out of people? No. But how many teams really do?
There's not a lot, of course. You have your big name teams, but as we've seen, there are a lot of good football teams out here right now, man.
There really are. And Lee County, just no answers right now. They're going to lose a yard there. That brings up 3rd and long. Clock inside 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
I don't think Lee County has gotten a first down in the second half.
I am certain they've not. For better or for worse, Lee County in the past has had things that they go to in tough down and distances.
Yeah.
You know, we remember years ago in the run game with A.J. Boulware when he was putting up back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. You know, it was always going to be that sort of toss, off-tackle run, and they executed it so well they could run it in any down and distance.
Yeah.
This team, more so than any of the other Coach Bordeaux teams since he got here, has run a more multiple offense.
Agreed.
Which is great, except that you don't have that one thing that you do to hang your hat on.
Yeah.
With the exception maybe of that sort of halfback plunge play that they run.
Yeah.
But, you know, once the team seals that up, you just –
For the longest, it was Lee County's run game that just dominated from A.J., as you spoke of, to B.J. Brown.
Yeah. Well, and think before that.
Yeah, even before that. You can go all the way back to Jameer.
Yeah.
You know. Further than that, you know, it's
Exactly.
always been.
Exactly.
It's
I mean, you go back
always-
20 years and you got really great running backs here at Lee
Yes.
County. And that's not a knock on this group here.
Right.
You know, this is a good group, and it's by design. They decided to get more multiple in the offense, and the situation they found themselves in is that this was a very inexperienced group of receivers, and that's by virtue of the fact they graduated such a talented group last year. They just didn't have reps for these guys. But this group, the timing has been a little bit off. The passing game has been a little bit off. We have watched Aiden Poole demonstrate arm talent up there with anybody.
Yeah.
Now the question is, you know, can this click at the right time? Because really none of this is going to matter here in a couple weeks when postseason play starts.
Agreed.
And whether they go in, you know, 6-4 or 5-5 into the playoffs, it all matters what happens there.
Yeah.
But the question now is, now you're graduating. You know, you got some receivers that are picking up experience. They're going to be back next year, but you're going to have a brand new quarterback.
They will. Agree.
In addition, Lee County's going to graduate Brandon Baldwin, who's been their number 1 back.
Yeah.
They're going to graduate Damian Prosser, who's been their number 2 back.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen Zach Williams, who early in the season was splitting carries, playing more on defense now and hasn't gotten the same kind of reps, but I think they probably figure they can plug him in. Oh, there's an offsides by Lee County. And I'm going to tell you, Union Pine's not going away.
They're going to be there.
You know, I do think this is a conference that there are 3 or 4 teams that are going to be able to win or have a real shot at going into each season. But Union Pines is not only putting their stamp on this first season, they may be leaning toward a time to pull off something like Lee County did back in the Cape Fear Valley, where they went undefeated for the entire 4-year cycle. I know that's a big prediction, but I'm going to tell you what, Harnett Central takes a step back next year with the talent that they're losing. They got 2 receivers that are graduating that are amazing.
Well, I think I thought the best receiver they have is an actual sophomore. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are. They've got a sophomore that's coming back who's really good. But DJ Brown, unless I am mistaken, is the young man who all the hoopla's about. I believe he is a senior.
Let's see.
Yes.
He's a senior.
So DJ Brown is a senior.
Okay.
And then you've also got King Murdoch, who's a sophomore.
Yeah, he was solid kid, man.
Murdoch, definitely a difference maker. DJ Brown is a next level athlete.
Yeah.
Assuming the grades are right and everything's good,
You'll see him.
You're going to see him on Saturdays. And they've also got a young man down there.
Well, I will tell you too, Chris, I'm looking at this roster. Union Pines is going to graduate a lot of kids this year as well.
Union Pine's got 100 kids in the program.
Yeah.
Right Union Pine, it's amazing how things have changed. You know, it used to be Lee County with 100, 110, 115 kids in the program. Union Pines, Lonnie Cox took that program over 7 or 8 years ago. He was succeeded by Jason Trisdale. Jason Trisdale, the football devil, put together that conference Trisdale had to play against. But he expanded and got those kids into the program where they had 30 or 40 freshmen in the program at one point. And I assure you, they're going to miss kids like Haynes Tobias.
Yeah.
Ian Hicks at the quarterback position. They're going to plug new ones right in.
I agree.
And let's not get it twisted that although recruiting is not a high school thing, you're going to have kids from Lee County and the rest of Moore County making strategic decisions who may well be more inclined to attend Union Pines as opposed to what used to happen.
Lee County.
Well, what used to happen in Union Pines, those kids would find their way to Pinecrest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think you're going to see a little bit less of that. And, you know, this school is 15 miles away.
Hey, we'll see.
Who am I to say?
Yeah, we will definitely see.
There is a quarterback in this conference right now who may be looking for a home next year.
Yeah, I guarantee
I think there's a lot of people counting on him being over here in Yellow Jacket country. I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
The politics of high school football, man.
It's definitely there.
I mean, think about what we saw with Scotland a few years ago, where there was a quarterback from out of their district hiking all the way from Lee County.
All the way to Scotland.
Well, he'd had to almost pass through Cameron to get there.
Yeah, he did.
And had it happened this year, I think there might have been a little bit different destination for him.
Tell you what Scotland had. They had the fastest
I always do.
tailbacks I've ever seen, man. I loved watching them.
You go back to Zamir White.
Yeah, man. That was just he was a freak of nature.
I'm surprised that he has not solidified himself as a starter in the NFL.
Well, I mean, you know, he's behind Genty now, so he's still on the Raiders, still on the active roster, still gets carries here and there, but whew, Genty is man, he's a bruiser.
All right, Union Pine still hunting for points here, up 35-3. Here comes a screen, and nice play coming up from the secondary to make the stop is number 11.
Number 34, Tyler Thomas. Stop by number 40, Daniel Prince.
Well, they say Daniel Prince. I think it was Robert
He got
Myers
there a little late, yeah.
Prince hustling to the ball. Ten minutes to go in the ball game. And I was joking about placing my dinner order. I'm actually going to place that order right now. Hicks drops, throws. Completed close to the sticks. Far side official looks like he's going to give him a first down. First downs this season, all season, brought to you by DeLambert Stone, attorneys at law.
And that's with the little D, little E.
Little D, little E.
So, Chris, how do you see Lee County turning this thing around after this game? They came in with some big wins. Well, you would say they were good wins for them as they struggled early in the preseason somewhat. They won with 4 or 5 in a row. They only lose to South Johnson. And then you come in against a team like Union Pines, who's leading the conference, number 1 in the conference. They have 1 game left over at Southern Lee. That Brick City Bowl is going to be a good one on Halloween, man.
Jerry, I'm going to disappoint you with my answer.
Uh-oh.
They have to execute the offense.
I agree 110%.
The play calls are there. But a high pass here, the snaps throwing off the timing in the run game.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to execute. You can't really be critical of what's being called in the offense because when you go back and look at tape week after week after week, there's an errant throw here, there's a drop pass there, and, you know, we always talk about it's happened at the worst times. Well, no, there is no good time.
Yeah, you're correct.
You know, this is high school football. You have 48 minutes to get it done, and every drive is critical, and this team is not talented enough to play past those mistakes. You take that, you combine the penalties on. I stopped counting at 8 pre-snap penalties. Unforgivable. The snap situation, has got to just drive this coaching staff mad.
It would make me lose my mind. Literally.
So if these young men, if this group, there's enough talent on that field to make a run into playoffs, I don't think this is a state championship team.
Yeah.
But that team can get to the second or third round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
There are enough athletes, enough talent out there. You've got a big-armed senior quarterback who knows this offense inside and out, has all the arm talent in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You've got athletes at receiver. You've got two good backs. And we talk about the offensive line
It's really
is
good.
legit the MVP of this team so far. On defense, they do enough.
The D-line.
But you can't
very
keep putting
solid.
them in, you can't keep putting them in bad positions.
Yep.
Because while they're good, they don't have those difference makers that can just take over game. There's not a Des Evans or a DDP out on this squad, but they're really good. And you look at position group by position group, which position group for this Union Pines team is better than their counterparts from Lee County?
I have not seen that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the difference is Union Pines
discipline,
execution. You don't see the drop passes. You don't see the pre-snap fouls.
And when you were naming those really good, defensive D-line, I have to throw Duran McCoy.
Yeah.
In that list. Delmars Jennings.
Yep.
We've definitely seen some great defensive linemen come through Lee
There
County.
There is no doubt. And, when you look at this, D'Angelo Prince is a sensational high school football player. His brother Daniel Prince,
yes, sir,
a fantastic player. Chaz Osborne.
Yes, sir.
There are really talented kids on this defense. The defense has repeatedly, over and over and over and over this season, been put in bad positions on short fields. When you're trying to keep him out, Hayne Tobias padding his college resume there, stretches the lead out to 41-3. Hayne Tobias is one of the best players in this conference, by the way.
I agree. I agree. Of course, I know this is a little off, but they're playing that song Travis Scott called Fiend. Did you see what he did overseas? I want to say it was in England.
No.
At his concert. The area around that concert experienced almost I want to say it was a 3.5 or a 4 on the Richter scale, as if it was an earthquake during that song. You have to look it up. You have to look it up. I've never seen nothing like that.
Wow.
Never seen nothing like that.
Well, Jerry, I can tell you, my wife last night, I was unable to go because I just had a medical procedure.
Mm-hmm.
My wife traveled to Charlotte last night to see Doechii.
Okay.
And she had to go solo. She found a date after she figured out I couldn't go and got stood up. But she decided to make the trip on her own. And my wife is a critic. I'm sure you're aware how that goes.
Yeah.
She doesn't heap praise on anything or anybody. My wife's assessment, that young lady is a superstar, and she was blown away. She couldn't stop heaping praise.
Yeah. It was in Italy.
I might have to check that out with Travis Scott.
Never seen nothing like that.
Very interesting.
Never in my life seen anything like it.
All right, dinner's going to be ready.
That's a good return. It's Prosser.
Yeah, Doechii, goodness gracious. It registered on the Richter scale.
It registered on the Richter scale.
Wow.
Yes.
That's bananas.
Literally registered. That's what it looked like.
Goodness.
80,000 fans. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No. Wow.
I mean, I've seen DMX at Coachella. That was amazing. But that reaction there is something special.
Talking about execution.
Just can't get
Two
it going.
receivers
Two receivers
ran
in the
into
same
each
spot. Same spot.
I don't know what the play design was, but it wasn't that. 5, running clock. We've had a lot of discussion about that. I don't know if this is by consent or the clock operator's confused. It's supposed to be 40 points. The sort of rule of thumb that everybody's adopted is 38.
Yeah.
But the clock is running, and we will be out of here shortly. We'll only only stop on change of possession. 42-3. And I tell you what, given the way this game started, I don't think anybody saw this happening.
No.
They're brought in by Destry Smith. He will be forced out of bounds about a yard short of the first down.
I did not expect this outcome after going into halftime 14-3.
No, I thought if it was going to be a big scoring gap between the two teams, it would be sustained sort of a thumping by Union Pines. I didn't envision them busting out and scoring 4 touchdowns on 4 drives inside of about 15 minutes a game. Big stop on third down there.
Halftime adjustments are key in high school football.
Well, that staff for Union Pines over there, my understanding is they have 13 coaches on staff.
Whew.
And that says something.
Yeah.
There is the carry, and it'll be a first down. And you can see them over there, and you think back to Union Pines in years gone by where it was a couple of volunteers.
I can tell you what, they don't have more coaches in Scotland County.
Buddy, I remember a day where Scotland County dressed more coaches than Southern Lee had players. And that is not an exaggeration.
Yeah, it's not an exaggeration. I've seen it myself. I couldn't believe it.
All right, so another pre-snap penalty, false start there on Lee County. Clock will be inside 3.5 by the time they snap this. Oh, they actually stopped the clock there. They can't decide.
If I'm Lee County, though, Chris, I'm going to take this loss tonight, and we're gonna put it behind us.
Well, they needed to play a really clean game.
Yeah.
That hadn't happened. And, Union Pines just came out and pushed them around a little bit. But like I said, kind of playing with house money.
Yeah.
The worst that's going to happen, really theoretically.
You finish up third place.
You finish up in third place.
Still make the playoffs.
48 out of 64 6A teams are getting in.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a couple that aren't going to get in from this conference, but the majority of them are.
Yeah.
I talked to one of the coaches in the conference, said he expects 7 teams out of the 8 to get in.
Wow.
I don't know if I go to 7. I think at least 5, probably 6 get in. We'll see. But Lee County's not going to miss the playoffs. Union Pines, at this point, has won the conference. So congratulations to Union Pines. And we can go ahead and crown them Carolina Pines 6A champs in its inaugural season. And that's no small accomplishment. This also will only be the 3rd time they've beat Lee County in their history. But if I'm not mistaken, that's 3 times in 4 years. Or is it 3 in a row?
3 in a row.
Woo! Never had beaten Lee County and played them almost every year.
Definitely every year.
3 years. Jason Trisdale got the first of them. Now Brian Till's going to go to 2-0 here at the helm. And also never lost to Lee County while he was at Richmond. So it's quite some success. There's the hand. And Baldwin will pick up a first down on that 4th and 4 carry. Clock inside 2 minutes.
I will say that the conference changed at the right time. Otherwise, I don't believe that would be a true statement.
Let's be honest. Everybody knew it was changing.
Yep.
And if I'm not looking to speak for Brian Till, but I'll bet you he would have been a little more hesitant to take this gig if he'd have thought he was going to have to play Pinecrest, Richmond, and Scotland every year for the next 4 or 5 years.
Definitely.
So he got through it last year, and they made the playoffs. They won the 6A No, Scotland. They finished second in the 5A and had a trash draw, by the way.
Yeah, they did. I think almost everybody in that conference had a trash draw in the playoff.
Well,
terrible, especially Pinecrest.
Well, Pinecrest set their record for regular season wins, going undefeated in the regular season. And, they're the conference champs.
There it is.
Can we get a shot of that over there, Terry? They just gave the Gatorade bath to Coach Till, and the championship is real. Yep, keep on going over there. Brian Till with the conference championship in his second year at Union Pines. And good reason for those guys to be excited. I'm excited for them.
Yeah, man.
Clock is ticking down. That's probably the last play of the game. And we will go to 000s, and we are going to have a procession of very happy Union Pines assistants climb down behind us. We'll go ahead and bring it up here to us, Win, and we'll close this out real quick because I want to get down to the field and join in and go congratulate some guys. All right, here we are. The Classic Nissan postgame show. Hey, look, I said in the pregame, no unforced errors for Lee County. Union Pines wouldn't beat themselves. Union Pines did that and more. When they got the offense going in the second half, Lee County didn't have any answers.
Yeah.
This is a huge win for that program. The tone was set last year as they made the playoffs. This year, they came in believing they were the best team in this conference.
Agreed.
They have left no doubt in anybody's mind. Union Pines is the best team in this conference. After one more week, they can't look past Western Harnett, but they're going to beat Western Harnett.
Yeah, they will.
And they'll be headed into the playoffs looking for a very good draw. You run the table in a conference as tough as this one, it should get you some props as far as seeding goes.
I agree.
I think they should get a premium seeding and probably have an awful lot of home games. And Cameron, teams traveling into Cameron, trying to walk out of there with a W in the playoffs. Best of luck to you.
It's going to be tough.
All right. Hey, we're going to cut it short. Final score, Union Pines 42, Lee County 3. Union Pines are the Carolina Pines 6A champions. Congratulations. They walked by and didn't acknowledge us. I love it.
That's all right.
All right. Lee County still got work to do. They're going to get into the playoffs. They got the Brick City Bowl next week, brother. Are we at Southern or are we home?
We are at Southern Lee.
We're at Southern Lee for the Brick City Bowl. Always expect the unexpected. And, Southern Lee, if they don't – they're looking to salvage the season. A win versus Lee County would do that for them.
Yep.
We'll see if they can pull it off. Lee County can't afford. They're already struggling with seeding issues. They better not drop that game.
Yeah, cannot.
Or it could be a really rough go of it in the first round of the playoffs. I am Chris DeLambert. This is Jerry Chalmers. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Peace.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sandhills residential and commercial builder of choice.